Welcome back, guys. Right now we have the top 10 summer games. These are games that generally take a long time to complete, so they're perfect for any summer holiday. If you think we missed something or something wasn't as high as you thought it would be, jump on our Facebook page. Check it out.
And number 10 is Fez. Aside from having a large variety of levels, its puzzles will also keep you scratching your head for a long time. Its charming chiptunes and cross-save ability with the PlayStation Vita make it a great game on the go as well as on the couch. And number 9 is Divinity Original Sin. Much like its predecessors, Original Sin offers challenging combat and lots of long quest lines that can be enjoyed on your own or with a friend. And number 8 is Defiance. The only game on here with an accompanying TV show that you can watch while taking a break from playing the game.
Resourceful, hardened by the frontier. They can be tough to wrangle. And I think Ark Hunters are exactly what this world needs.
And number 7 is the Mass Effect trilogy. You can't just play one Mass Effect game without playing the others. All 3 games combined should tide you over the summer holidays with its huge number of side quests and exploring planets for resources.
Everyone you've ever met, you will all die.
And number 6 is any Pokemon game. It doesn't matter if you're 5 or 25, Pokemon is awesome fun on the go. It doesn't matter which one you get, each one on its own will provide a solid summer gaming experience. And number 5 is Skyrim. Even without the DLC, this game is a major time sink with its humongous world to explore. I recommend getting this game on PC so that you can install mods and add more variety to everything, or adding entirely new areas to explore. And number 4 is any Final Fantasy game. Depending on what your tastes are, there's no doubt that the Final Fantasy series has a game for you on a platform you own. Each game can take well over 80 hours to complete. And number 3 is Fallout 3. From the beginning to end, Fallout 3 will keep you challenged and engaged with something to steal, kill, or find around every corner. I recommend getting all the DLC packs for this one, which include more areas to explore and even more of Fallout's signature humour. And number 2 is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. This one is purely based on my personal preference. While Grand Theft Auto 5 has a larger map, I found spending the summer with the air conditioner on full blast while exploring foggy San Fierro very immersive.
Take mine.
Where'd you get that?
Same place I bought my pants, Holmes. This is America.
And the number 1 summer game is The Witcher. With The Witcher 3 just around the corner, go back to where it all began with the first Witcher game. With over 100 hours of gameplay, this will keep you entertained until the next summer.
So this summer I'm planning to play all the Witchers, or Witcher 1 and 2, in preparation for Witcher 3, which I am very much excited to play. What about you guys?
Well, I played a bit of The Witcher 1 and I definitely enjoyed it while I was playing it. I was playing it during school time though, so I kind of couldn't quite get there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to having a summertime to actually get into the games.
Yeah. What about you, Vince?
I'd like to go back and play San Andreas, but after playing Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5, I'm not sure. I'm not big on aesthetics. I don't really mind what games look like, but compared to those 2 games and just the way everything works, I don't reckon I could go back and do it.
How can you not want to go back to like the jetpacks and like, you know, that bike glitch that makes you jump over
I
stuff?
played GoldenEye on 64 not long ago, remembering exactly how good it was. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's depressing how not good it is.
Some would say it was always terrible.
Well, not back when I remembered it.
All right, but right now though, we're going to my interview at Gamescom 2014 with the co-founder of Turtle Rock Studios about Evolve. I'm here in Cologne, Germany, Gamescom 2014, right in front of the Evolve booth. When we were at E3, we really wanted to try it out, but it was just so packed we couldn't get a shot. So at Gamescom, we've actually booked a slot. We're going to play it, and we're also going to interview the co-founder of Turtle Rock Studios. Let's check it out. So I'm here at Cologne, Germany at Gamescom 2014 with Phil, the co-founder of Turtle Rock, here to talk about Evolve. And I got to play Evolve here first because we were at E3. It was just absolutely packed. Like the reaction to this game must be like overwhelming.
Yeah, it's great. You know, I mean, I don't know what we expected, but certainly, having so many people have such a great response, to something that we've worked on very hard and, is very near and dear to our heart is very gratifying and, humbling as well.
Yeah. So we did get a play. Before the play, though, there was a presentation, and it all makes sense after I played the game. It was described as a multiplayer boss battle, and I think that really sums up what Evolve is. Would you kind of agree with that? Or?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, that's one of those things where we took influence, from a lot of different things, different movies, but I mean, it's one of those ideas where we're sitting around and how cool would it be, if the four of us, could fight, this big giant monster, right? And hey, wouldn't it be even cooler if, our fifth buddy could control that? Our main thing was giving it more, making it more dynamic than, your typical boss fight. Usually a boss fight, you see, it's like, oh, the monster rears up and there's a glowing spot on his belly. And you shoot that, right? And then he goes down and he hits you a few more times. So that's fine, right? But that's not what we wanted, right?
Yeah.
We wanted something where it was much more dynamic and unpredictable and deep. So yes, I agree.
How do you go about kind of balancing a game like this? Because we played a couple of matches and there was no real, you couldn't call one side overpowered. There was always tactics to kind of counter, what was happening. So, if I was a monster and I won by, trying to stay away from the group until I was really powerful and then jumping on. But then people tried to, attack straight away. And then if you're the hunter, trying to kind of fuse all your abilities together. Is it easy trying to find ways to keep it all on an even playing field?
I wouldn't call it easy, but I mean, this is actually a really popular question. Our thing is, we play our games, right? And where a lot of a lot of games you'll see, and I've been on some of them in my past, in the past, where the game is not playable till the very end, and for us, we feel like that's not only a huge risk, but kind of foolish, right? Because you need time to play the game, right, and make sure it's fun. If you don't want to play your game, nobody else is going to want to play it, right? So Evolve was playable 4 months into development, right? So we've been playing this game for close to over 3 years now, internally, right? And that's another thing, is we play our game every single night. It's every part of everybody's job to play the game. So you get a lot of good balance, from that, just over time, and a lot of that is perception, and it's not perfect, right? So what we did was we went and we built in a pretty robust telemetry system. So that when somebody says, you know what, I feel like the monster's kind of overpowered or underpowered or whatever, we can say, okay, and then we can go look at the actual numbers and say, you know what, you're right, or no, look, 50-50. So it's just largely, I think, a labor of love and patience. Balancing a game like this, it takes time, and you got to stick with it and play the hell out of your game.
So, like I said before, I got to play as a monster before, and I was playing as the Kraken. You said you're going to have, I believe it was 3 monsters first, and then also DLC. Are a lot based on mythology like that, or is it just kind of what would be cool as a monster to fight against?
Yeah, it's more just it's a pretty organic process, right? I mean, we sort of come up with a gameplay hook. Okay, well, what do we want this creature to kind of be like? Okay, well, Goliath's our bruiser, right? He's the guy that just likes to get in and brawl. Okay, so we don't want to do that again, right? well, what about kind of like a wizard, like, you know, like a wizard-themed kind of monster,
Yeah.
you know? Okay, well, what would that do? That means, okay, he's going to want to attack ranged, right? He might float. And then it's just, you know, sort of gathering up all those ideas and trying the best ones. Getting them into the game, again, quick and dirty, and then playing it. And just playing it and playing it and playing it. So, yeah, the inspiration comes from all over the place. I mean, you know, we had a fairly... you know, in-depth and kind of lengthy concept phase for you know, his code name was Grounder.
Yep.
Because, you know, electricity-based and all that. And we went through quite a few versions before we kind of found one that we liked. You know, and this latest guy, you know, he's definitely got some Lovecraftian, you know, influence there, you know, because, hey, that shit's cool. People like that. But, you know, we also looked at, like, things in you know, in our world, right? You know, I mean, the Humboldt squid is a terrifying creature, right? And they're starting to take over the oceans. I don't know if you've seen any of the documentaries about them.
The really giant ones.
Right. Well,
yeah.
they're like 6 foot long, and
Yeah.
they're incredibly aggressive.
Yeah.
Right. And you know, you're starting to see, you know, with the decline in the sharks and stuff like that in the ocean, you're starting to see these squid come up from the deep and take over. Right. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Right. It's like it's perfect. You know, for a monster. And that's, you know, generally the way we do it. It's just kind of a very organic process. We got a lot of guys that sort of, you know, give their feedback and sketch, and, you know, if we try something and we don't like it, we'll throw it out and do it over, and, you know, so we
Cool.
take our inspiration where we can get it.
Yeah, awesome. Just lastly, could you tell us where and when we could get Evolve?
Yeah, Evolve will be available on February 10th, 2015, and it'll be for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and the PC.
All right, thanks very much for talking to us.
Thank
I'm
you.
very excited to play this game.
Cool.